Listen, new information in the Jay-Z defamation lawsuit. If you guys don't know, Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, who is one of the illest and realest to do it, came out to show that Jane Doe lied. And guess what? It wasn't just a sworn statement from the private investigator. Baby, they had actual documents. They had actual tapes. However, we heard the tapes, and I gotta say, Jay-Z is not hitting the way you think you are. Yeah, I think this was a rare misstep in Jay-Z's case. I think he should have just took his win and twirled off into the sunset. The fact that he was on Good Morning America, just hear me out. Because first of all, I'll give y'all the gist of it, right? They had a recording. I'm going to play the recording, but the Jane Doe has come back clapping saying, you 100% terrorized me and coerced me. And that's why I said those things. Jay-Z is looking for a gotcha moment, but it looks like he might have just got himself. Now, listen, I don't care if you're a Jay-Z supporter or not, or a Busby supporter or not. Baby, we got to call a spade a spade. This was a rare misstep for Jay-Z. And not just even in my, well, of course, this is all my opinion, but let me tell you why. And then we're going to get into what Jane Doe said. And then we're going to contrast that with the tapes, which I believe the tapes show two things. We're going to play those. One, that she was scared and terrified. Two, you have her on tape saying that Jay-Z was at Diddy's party. On top of that, this denial, let's actually talk about it. Here's the thing. I think because we're on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and my job is online, I feel like we constantly overestimate how much people know about news. Even though people knew of this lawsuit, a lot of people in America and around the world really didn't know about this lawsuit or what's going on. Why did Jay-Z send his representatives on Good Morning America to actually say Beyonce's husband is accused of raping a 13-year-old? It's insane to me that you said those words out your mouth and you gave this story, which was dying down. And most people, especially media publications, were like, okay, so there was no truth to it. It was dying down. It looked like you could have painted them as a liar or charlatan. You gave it new life, but you also put this story on the focus of hundreds of millions of people that really honestly didn't care either way what was going on. I think it was a huge misstep. And I also think playing the tape is a huge misstep because even though when I read the private investigator's affidavit about her admitting to everything, I said then, she could have been scared. This sounds very thin. But when you hear the actual recording, that's when it all comes together. That 100% she looks scared. It looks like they are bullying now. And listen, I get it. Jay-Z's name. Nobody was thinking about this case anymore. Why would you get on Good Morning America and say to Middle America and all over the world and use that verbiage? Beyonce's husband has been accused of raping a 13-year-old and make people go to the web where social media is presenting their own receipts and then people are back to making up their own mind. Yes, that's great for social media, but Jay-Z, why would you want people to give that thing? And the one thing that plays out that they keep glancing over, you played the recording. It was a minute clip. I'm about to play it, where the girl said that you were at the party. Before, you could have just been like, it's like, you literally placed yourself at being at the party and then asked people to disbelieve what the girl said. Even, matter of fact, let me just play this recording and then we'll get into her full, unequivocal denial. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's get into this. I had to find the recording. Okay, hold on. Let's go.
This morning, the woman who said she was 13 when Sean Jay-Z Carter and Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards is heard talking to private investigators about her claim.
Again, this is on Good Morning America. Why would you want this broadcasted while people were eating their Cheerios? This was such a misstep. This was going away. Like, it was going away. But you know what? Let's keep going.
That Jay-Z did not assault her.
But Jay-Z you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
The woman is all...
Now, let me just say this. Did y'all hear the dog barking in the background? She's home alone. These people are in her face, waited for her parents to leave, and was like, so you saying this? And asking leading questions why the dog is barking. It sounds like she's scared. Let me rewind this one more time because this is wild to me. Listen to this.
But Jay-Z you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
The woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him.
With Jay-Z. Busby did?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording.
This was the dumbest move ever. Again, hearing the recording, it actually sounds worse for Jay-Z. And I don't care whether you're a Jay-Z fan or not. This sounds bad. They are leading. She's home alone. The dog. She's not giving anything. On top of that, you literally admitted on national TV for no reason that you were at the party, because didn't you just go for hours and hours saying you weren't there? It's not true. You have proof. So what part should we believe? Is she telling the truth when she says you didn't grape her? Or is she telling the truth, or is she lying when you said you were there? What does this prove except for the fact that your agents or people that represented your interests were in her face? Now, Jay-Z's saying that I didn't hire them. Well, who did? Desiree, Rock Nation, Marcy Croft, Quinn Emanuel, come on, let's be real. Like, at the end of the day, this is not a good look, and it opens up more questions than it was. The story was going away. And also, there's a new story. So you are now admitting you were at the party? Because it sounds to me like she was being led. The dog barking, all that stuff. Even the way she was like, no, Tony Busby put me up to it. He pushed me up to saying Jay-Z. And the guy, you have any idea why? No. Again, she sounds like she is scared. And I want anyone to know, if you're supposed to be a Jane Doe, if two people show up on your doorstep unannounced, uninvited, while your parents just stepped out, let's not forget they were stalking her parents, cornering them at gas stations, cornering them everywhere. Remember, everybody said, oh my God, but the girl's father said she lied. That's not true, because according to the girl's father, they tried to corner him multiple times at gas stations, supermarkets, and everything else, trying to get him to sign something or admit that his daughter was lying or it couldn't happen, and the father refused. And this has been going on for months. They waited until she left. This is not a good look. I heard people being like, oh, it's because he wants to get his casino approved. Baby, this goes deeper than the casino. This goes into a rare but strategic, in my mind, misstep. And again, the recording, I don't care what she said to those detectives on the recordings. I will stand firm in saying if that was me and someone showed up on my doorstep, unannounced, talking some shit about Diddy, baby, you best believe I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear until you go, and I can call my lawyer and the popo and figure out what's going on. But let's actually listen to this woman's response, because I think it actually says a lot. Like, this is wild to me. As a matter of fact, I think her response just dropped. Her response was, she declared, well, Jay-Z was saying she declared 4 times he never assaulted her. And when asked if she'd sign an affidavit for that fact, she said, but how does this help me? Exactly. What were you promising her? How were you telling her this was going to help her if she would only say that? Y'all, listen. Matter of fact, hold on. Catch me in my next video. We are going to talk about her response. I'll pull it up and we can talk about it lickety-split. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.